We are live. What's up, YouTube? It's gonna be a quick video. I just want to get this across, before I head out. But I'm gonna talk about my spiritual experiences as I'm living life, right? So let's get to it. So first, I'm gonna talk about the twin flame community and the twin flame concept, right? Because me, I have personally experienced a twin flame connection. Um, the word is new age, but the actual like experiences people will be experiencing, they are actually experiencing that shit. But the only problem is they're misguided. Now, I can't say for most people because everyone's experiences are different. They're meant for different purposes. Basically, the twin flame, well, people they what's the word? The whole twin flame concept, people hyped it up. People like to hype it up. So the whole twin flame concept, I've most people on YouTube would talk about this shit. They do it in such a way where like they give this like their whole ideology of it's fucked up. Like people think that oh you're like people like to label shit. A lot of people talk about twin flame videos. They always say it from where like from a codependent viewpoint. And I'm not sure because people are actually that fucking dumb or they're that damaged. No one, these people are so fucking damaged that like even they've experienced this twin flame connection back in 2017 or 2018. Now 2024, they're still obsessing over that shit or like they still think they're meant to be with that person. Because I see them make videos where like signs you and your twin flame are going to experience a reunion or signs that your twin flame is thinking about you. People are still making videos about that shit. And I'm like, yeah, no wonder why you probably have a twin flame experience in this lifetime because your dumbass can't even get over anyone in this lifetime. You still have a codependency, even all the facts are thrown onto you, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck, like, it's weird, man. Cause I be seeing these twin flame videos, cause like I research a lot. I'm hungry for information. I understand I have information myself, but I just do it because I be bored. That's how my mind is. But most of these twin flame videos, people are they're just so lost, man. They're just so fucking lost and weak because it's like they always make videos. They always say like people are the same. They always say science experiencing twin flame connection, or like they're not accurate, or they'll say shit from a codependent viewpoint. You know, go just if you guys watching this, if you guys don't know what twin flames are, please type in new mind frame and put twin flame. She explained it and she dissected it at such a way where like it's understandable and she annihilate the whole twin flame community because once she experienced that and I've experienced that shit and she knows what she's talking about. So if you want to learn more about twin flames or what it is, a concept, just type in new mind frame twin flame. That's it. The title is very Aquarius rant. Like that was the title of her video, I think. But she's the only person that hang on, hey bro. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm talking about the twin flame concept. Where like people, most people, they get their twin flame concept ideology all fucked up. But yeah, but just if you want to learn about twin flame, is don't let these people misguide you. Just type in new mind frame, twin flame, and she explains it. You know, she dissected it. But she made great points. She made a point where like most people who are experiencing twin flame connection, they like they have an expectation to where like just because someone mistreats you or someone they're not reciprocating your energy, you're meant to be with that person over a fucking label. That's not the concept of a twin flame connection. That's not. Yes, the twin flame connection itself is a real thing. The intensity is real, but the whole like concept and ideology of it, that's fucking fake. It's made up. The the concept is I hope I'm making sense. Those experiences are real, but the whole concept is fake, is man-made. You know? My experience with the twin flame is basically what a twin flame connection is. It's a very highly spiritual connection. Well, it's hard to explain because I'm not trying to sound egotistical. It's not even that. What a twin flame connection is, it's pretty much an individual that's put into your life so they can show you the things you need to heal from. They're a mirror of your shadow side. And once they put that shit to the light, then that's when you have to do the healing work. But every person that experienced a twin flame connection, mark my word, every person that experienced a twin flame connection is because they're born into an abusive family. That's why. And people may get it confused because if you're there's people who have twin flames connections, you have to these people, they experience certain type of shit to where like that's the reason why they even experience that connection in the first place. A twin flame connection is not because it's not because you're meant for great things. It's not because you're almighty. No, it's not that. It's because you need a lot of healing work to do. If you encounter a twin flame, it's because you're meant to do healing work. And you know if you met your twin flame. A twin flame is not a person who shared the same soul as you or any of this bullshit. It could be, but it's not some fairy tale. It's not that. It's hard to explain because it's spiritual. It's a very spiritual connection. Basically, all these people who experience twin flame connections, they're they're following a certain life path where like they're experiencing abuse from family members. They're experiencing not just any type of abuse. They're experiencing generational curses type of abuse. As they're experiencing that shit at one point in their life, they're going to encounter a very tense connection, which is known as their twin flame. Both of them, the reason why it's so intense is so they can like experience what like intense love is. But the only twin flames, they actually do love each other. But the only problem is that like they just have so much baggage and toxicity and so much programming. So now they can't. So that's why there's so much conflict. They're always fighting and they're always like they can't get along. Even though they have so much love for each other, they can't get along because they're both mirrors of their shadow side based on their upbringing and programming. This is why twin flames, yes, they're similar, but at the same time, they come from very different backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I want to throw my life experiences from it because one, the reason why I don't want to mention is because it's irrelevant, and two, like I'm so past that programming of a twin flame ideology. Even though it is, even though I've experienced that shit, but just know that it's not all that. It's not all that. And if you haven't experienced a twin flame connection, you haven't missed out. It's not like it's hard to explain because people who haven't experienced that shit, the reason why they're so confused because you got other dumbass YouTubers who are new age and they like to give false information through the twin flame community. You're not meant to be with your twin flame. You're not. The purpose of it is for you to show your shadow side. Then you heal that shit and you can't go back to that person, but that person has to do the work too. But more than likely, 9 times out of 10, twin flames aren't meant to be each other. They're not meant to be each other's lives. They're meant to be a big ass mirror towards one another so they can show their shadow side. And the reason why it's so prevalent is because these same people who experience twin flame connections, they're meant to break generational curses or they're meant to do a lot of healing work through their family bloodline. That's why it's so intense. The same experience is not, it gets confusing because some people might say, oh, but that sounds like a karmic connection, or that sounds like a connection to where like you're with where you just attracting a narcissist or a narcissistic person and you two have a trauma bond. It's not that. Even though it sounds like it's similar, it's hard to explain. It's not that. It's really hard because the difference between like twin flames and like experiencing karmic relationships and trauma bonds is that twin flames they genuinely do love each other. They actually do care about one another and they do want to be in each other's lives. But they got so much programming and baggage and shadow shit and all this other unhealed trauma that it's impossible for them to be with another because it's too triggering. There's too much trauma. And it's part of that spiritual contract where like they can't be together because they're meant to show each other the sides of each other that they don't want to see, but they have to heal in order for them to break generational curses. So usually twin flames, they have some type of spiritual missions for like that involves healing work. But it gets complicated because that's when free will comes into play. There are instances where like there are certain twin flames who they don't use their free will. It's usually the divine masculine. So, oh man, this shit, bro. So this is a lot to explain. This shit is a lot to. I could dissect all this shit, but it's just a lot to explain. I'm not sure if I want to explain all this shit, man. Hang on, I'm gonna read your comments. Hey, bro, I was on your last live, so thank you so much for the likes and joining. Bro, I had this girl that was my twin flame before I was even spiritual. She literally was like my twin. She disappeared though, just ghosted me. but she was just like me and like the girl in dreams. I never even argued with this girl, bro. She was really similar to me. Actually, like best friends. Actually, the girl with who was toxic as fuck. But yeah, yeah. It could be a twin flame. That's the thing with twin flames. So like, I can't really say if like I can't confirm if you experiencing a twin flame connection or not. Like a twin flame connection, it's a type of connection where like you have to like only you know, no other person can tell you, only you know in your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of it's the type of connection where like you have to experience it to know if you are actually experiencing it or not. You know what I'm saying? But so within twin flames, you have the divine masculine and the divine feminine. You could be a guy, but you could also be the divine feminine. You could be a woman, but she could be a divine masculine. In my case, even though I'm a male and I'm not gay or anything like that, but I am the divine feminine. My twin flame, she's a divine masculine, and she's not gay. Like she likes men, and me, I like women. But it's the energy. So this is why it's spiritual. It's the energy. Conclusion is that the divine feminines, 100% of the divine feminines are more spiritually aware, and they're aware of the connection, and they're more spiritually intelligent, and they're more spiritually disciplined. The divine masculine, the quote unquote the runner, they are the opposite. So they lack spiritual information. They're fucking stupid. They're ingrained into programming and societal shit, right? They're like a bot. So this is why the twin flame connection is so fucking frustrating, because you're the more spiritual one, but your divine masculine, your counterpart, they don't know jack shit. They're fucking stupid. And at times, well, at least with mine's, man, this is a live video. I don't want to talk shit. Basically, I don't give a fuck, man. I view as my twin flame as a dumbass. So like, even though I have a lot of love for her, like she makes reckless ass decisions, and I'm aware that we're not meant to be each other in this lifetime, but she has so much trauma and shit. Like she's so closed off. I can't even be with her, even if we are to be together. Even though she broke up with me, if we were to be together, it wouldn't work out because she's not willing to do the healing work, and she makes bad decisions, right? And she's fucking reckless. So with twin flames, I do feel like they do have free will to whether they want to be on a spiritual path or not. I'm talking about the divine masculines, because every story is a fucking same. Where like you have the divine masculines where they don't wake up, they're not aware of this connection, or like they don't even attempt to know this connection. They're like an average human bots, right? They don't know shit. They're just fucking programmed. And I feel like that's their free will of not wanting to do the spiritual work. But for some reason, the divine feminines, why is that divine feminines? They're always putting in the spiritual work. They always have to lead the connection. I feel like the divine feminines have to put in more. You know what I'm saying? So this twin flame connection concept, it is complicated, it is frustrating, but I've noticed a pattern, a cycle. It's where all the divine feminines, they're spiritually aware, male or female, it doesn't matter because it's the energy. They're more spiritually aware, and they're more spiritually like not they're more spiritually knowledgeable, and they're willing to do the shadow work and healing work, and to change their ways to become a better versions of themselves, and for them to heal their family bloodlines and the generational curses. The divine masculines, they're like the opposite. They are stubborn as fuck. So, but for the divine masculines, I'm not sure if they also experience generational curses. Maybe. Within my case, my twin flame, I don't know if she has an abusive family. I personally don't know. But if anything, I doubt she does have that. I feel like both of our spiritual missions and paths are different, but it expresses themselves in different ways. It's the same, but expresses itself in different ways. So this twin flame connection is complicated. This is why I say I can't judge for everyone, because every twin flame connection is unique, and people are meant for different things pretty much. But I do know a fact that all the divine feminines and the twin flame concept, the divine feminine side, they all are experiencing family generational curses, trauma, and abuse. That's a fact. I could only tell you guys what I know from the divine feminine's perspective. I can't tell you. I don't know what goes on behind the divine masculine's perspective, but from my observation, most of these divine masculines, they're illogical, they're programmed, and they're societal programmed, and it's hard for them to change their ways, and they're stubborn, and they make bad decisions, and they're emotionally closed off, and they're not willing to do the shadow work. You know. But yeah, but honestly, I think that's it. That's all I gotta say. The twin flame shit, but it gets annoying. Where like, cause I'm trying to find other. At times, I be looking at other videos, information about the twin flame concept. But like most people, they're just full of shit. Like you can just tell, cause they always they give their audience a false hope. Where like they'll give them signs or the things you need to do in order for you to be in reunion with your twin flame, or for you to even be together. They give people false hope, and that's very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you're a counselor and you're a fucking relationship therapist, and the purpose of the couple is for them to not be together, but yet you're giving them but you're trying to give them advice and things they should do in order for them to be together. It's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking stupid. They just do that shit for clout, or either for clout, or they can make money, or they're that damaged despite all these years. They still give people and themselves false hope that they're going to be together one day, even though we all have different life missions and purposes, which is true. But you shouldn't, you shouldn't you shouldn't hope that a person's going to come back into your life even though y'all two broke up. What the fuck is that? Don't get me wrong. Um, it's one thing where like you're experiencing that shit for years and stuff like that, but we're in the year 2024. How are you still giving false hope even though this person's mistreating you, even though it's been fucking like 7 years and shit like that? Now, I don't want to come across disrespectful, because with me, like, and I understand why people are codependent with their twin flame. I'm not talking about that. I take that back. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about where like people are spreading information on YouTube to where like they feel like they need to, or they have to reconnect with their twin flame, even though these same people who are making those videos aren't doing the healing work or aren't changing their ways. You know what I'm saying? It is natural to feel codependent. It is natural to crave your twin flame, because you two have an energetic cord, an energetic connection, um, connecting through both of y'all's heart chakras and shit like that. This is why you two have a lot of intense mental telepathy during the twin flame separation. That you can't get this person off your mind. You feel this person's energy and stuff like that. That's a real thing, especially during separation. That's why a lot of people within the twin flame community, yes, they have a lot of unhealed trauma, and that's one of the reasons why they have a lot of codependency. But another reason why is because you have a fucking energetic cord. So I've heard theories where like, or like things where like, you're not only healing your own trauma, but you're healing trauma from your family's bloodline and through your past lives, and you could be healing your twin flames trauma. That could be a thing, and that's the case. That's just fucking annoying. But yeah, I'm making sense. I'm trying to get my video. I'm just trying to get my information across. Um. Okay. So what else I'm gonna talk about? So this video, I'm talking about my spiritual experiences as I'm living life, right? Um. It's just crazy. The more I study spirituality, and the more I observe and reflect on my life, the more like I can see through shit. Like that's one of the reasons why I love the internet. So it's crazy how like me, I have a fucking twin flame. Well, I don't like saying that. I'm not saying that like me. Like, keep in mind, I have no desire to be with my twin flame. I have no desire. I don't want to reconnect. I don't want to be around her. If anything, my twin flame, she actually, I think she's married to someone else, and me, I'm single, so I want nothing to do with her. I think she's like, I think she has a kid with someone else, a kid. So me, I don't want no part of that. But the reason why I mentioned that is because I've experienced that thing. And with twin flames, they also experience being around abusive family and dysfunctional families. Me having a very abusive, dysfunctional family, and I meant to break generational curses. So it's crazy how all this shit plays out in your actual real life. You know what I'm saying? Like I have like I blocked all contact with my family because they're just too fucking demonic. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, but I'll never forget, man. Back in 2017, 2008, 2018-ish, while like I was fresh from my twin flame relationship, like this shit was so intense. I made a couple of videos about my twin flame experience, so make sure you check it out. It's on my playlist, but I don't want to go more into detail. But that shit was intense. I've cried so much. I've released so much like trauma from that shit. Like I couldn't get this person off my mind. I felt this person's energy, and I've also heard a theory where like if your twin flame is not doing the healing work energetically, that person could keep you stuck. So if you're constantly thinking about her and obsessing over her and feeling her energy or your twin flame's energy, it's because more than likely your twin flame is not doing the healing work. So it's gonna create a situation where like you can't get this bitch off your mind. That shit does happen. That shit gets annoying. I've experienced that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I've also experienced other spiritual connections, like not just the twin flame connection, but other karmic connections where like I also felt an energetic fucking soul tie. I couldn't get this person off my fucking mind, and this shit was annoying. All of my all the people I've had a soul contract with, or all the persons I've been in a romantic situation with, they're all narcissistic and they don't change their fucking ways. And I understand it's a trauma bond, but and that deals with like a lot of karma and past lives and shit like that. How I know this because I book a lot of personal tarot readings. So yeah, this shit is a real thing. But yeah, but I be looking at my life, we're like, damn, like why am I experiencing so much like weird ass connections, spiritual connections and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? And you know, I also don't get how the fuck I have 260 subscribers, but I only have 2 people watching my live. You know what I'm saying? Eh, Like life is weird, bro. I haven't commented where like I feel like gaining money, gaining success, especially on YouTube, is a spiritual thing. Because how the fuck like I be making certain videos and I be gaining subscribers, comments, likes, right? But on the next fucking video, either on the same day or on the following day, I make another video and I have no subscribers, barely 10 views, no likes, and no comments. So this shit makes no sense. So what the fuck's actually going on? And Chance One even talked about where we're like, you see, like where you kept the most retarded, stupid ass person who makes content that's not useful or productive, right? Towards a collective. But yet you have other people who makes real shit content, who make like really good content, but they're not getting as much views or subscribers compared to the shitty person who makes shitty content, but they're getting like they're going viral, they're making money off of YouTube and shit like that. So it's shit like that where it makes me think like life is spiritual. It's not like this is why I don't take life personal. That's why I don't take life personally. I take life seriously. This is what Chauncey once said. It's not about your knowledge or your intellect. It's about the energy. Yes, intellect and knowledge does play a role, but I get what he's saying. He talked about it's more so the energy. Same thing with attracting money and making money through the internet. This is why a lot of people aren't doing that. Life is bullshit. Everything is spiritual. But what pissed me off about that, like like I also believe life is spiritual and everything. Can you say? Can you say? But yeah, damn, I lost my train of thought. God damn, fuck, man, I lost my train of thought. Okay, oh yeah, but I was like, so what pissed me off though is that like I'm aware that like everything is spiritual and that most of our human experience we lack free will, and most and all the places we've been to, all of the people we've met, and all the jobs we worked at, and all of the situations we've been in. Yes, our free will does have a little influence on it, but for the most part, all this shit was pre-planned in order for us to learn certain lessons that our soul or spirit wanted to experience. I believe in that, but what pissed me off about that so much is the fact that all the pain and suffering and bullshit I had to go through of what God or spirit or or the universe or my higher self had to put me through without my knowledge. That's what pissed me off so much. So all the hell I've experienced being forced to be stuck in my family household with all the abuse and all the mental torture and all the gaslighting and all the smear campaigns they put me through, right? And I couldn't get out of that situation. So it pissed me off knowing that God wanted me to experience that shit in order for my soul to evolve and grow, so I can learn lessons, so I can help other people and myself. That's the type of shit that pissed me off so much. I fucking hate that shit. People may deny it. People may like jump through hoops over that shit, but just know that. But they know it's facts, especially in the spiritual community. So that's the type of shit that pissed me off so much, knowing that spirit, like all the pain and suffering I've experienced because spirit wanted me to experience that shit. That shit pissed me off. Even wasted time. Even wasted time. Not only spirit will put you through suffering and torture, but spirit will also put you through situations for like you're wasting your time through these 9 to 5 jobs, or even looking for a job, or even to survive. So in life, we're not really surviving. We're not in life. We're not really living life. We're surviving, and we're wasting all of our time just to survive. This is why I make videos where like it's our birthright to be free. We shouldn't have to pay, or we shouldn't have to work our whole lives just to have a fucking car so we can travel around the world. We shouldn't have to do all that shit just to have shelter and fucking clothes. Instead, God or spirit wants to put us through all this shit just so we can survive. So the problem is not, yeah, so the main problem is the human body. Just like what Chauncey once said, the main problem is this realm, is this human experience. If you decide to reincarnate as a human being, no matter what, you will waste your time here. You will waste your time, whether it be looking for a job, getting a job, or working for a job, or just shit like that, or being around retarded family members who aren't teaching you jack shit, and you're born into poverty and just all this dumb shit you got to go through just so you can survive and sustain yourself. So this reality, this realm, it wastes your time. It wastes your soul's time, pretty much. But damn, bro, I'm experiencing a lot of like spiritual interference because I got dumbass people commenting. Not you, Ghostly. Like I got singing gal. Can you say, like you see a person like singing gal and Fighter who are making dumbass comments like that? I feel like these people are probably like they're working for like the corrupt YouTube algorithm to distract me. Either that or it's a spiritual fucking thing. Because I don't know how these people are joining my lives. And now I'm experiencing like, and someone behind me was like flashing their vehicle in their car right behind me. So that's distracting me. You see what's flashing right now? So like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, and earlier today when I was making a video, someone was parking right next to me, and that ruined my train of thought. So I feel like I'm having a lot of spiritual interference. Not only that, but I'm also experiencing like a lot of like my mouth can't keep up with my mind. So I'm not sure. I don't overthink it, but I could be experiencing a lot of like spiritual interference. You see like look at this comment. You say, "Who's your daddy?" He said, "Hey, bro." Like, who the fuck is that guy? Clearly, he's a fucking troll. Then you got see like these people. Like, you see how it's a spiritual thing, pretty much. But it's a good. I guess it's a good thing because it gives me confirmation knowing that like I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing and I'm spreading the right message. If I'm experiencing a lot of interferences, dumb shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Chantuan, he experienced that as well. He experienced that a lot, you know. But this is why, like, I'm telling you guys, I can see through the bull. I'm not all knowing, but I can see through the bullshit of this reality. I can see the synchronicity and all the other stupid shit that life kind of throws at you if you're trying to do the right thing, pretty much. I also learned from Chantuan too, because he always speaks facts. But yeah, I might end this because I'm pretty much said all I need said. The twin flame is a real thing, but the concept is fake. I don't know. But it's weird how time is speeding up every fucking day. I don't know why time is speeding up. The days are going by a lot faster. It's so hard to keep up with these 9 to 5 jobs. If time is going to speed up, then the government and power, they need to like, well, they're not gonna do shit, but this reality, this realm, it needs to orchestrate a situation where like they need to collapse the system. They can't do that. Well, yeah, they need to do that because time is speeding up. Like, so it's hard for people to keep up with their 9 to 5 jobs. It's hard for people to like, you know what I'm saying? So people don't have time for their personal selves when time is speeding up. So it gets tricky. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed there's a huge increase within spiritual warfare. So a lot of people become more mentally ill. There's a lot of demonic interference and a lot of demonic warfare. So it could be the energies. I've heard theories where like the veil is getting thinner, or like certain realms is getting thinner. So like like you got the spiritual realm, the fifth realm, the fourth realm is merging with the third realm. So this is why it's time is speeding up, and a lot of people are experiencing more mental illnesses because the energies are getting more intense. So this is why my family members and other people's family members and other people, they're becoming more they're becoming more mentally ill. People are becoming demonically possessed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it's just trippy knowing that like the type of shit I've experienced within my family, how they act. It feels like I'm in a video game. Just 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 how fucking stupid they are. How like they're against me and my experiences with my twin flame. Like I feel like I'm in a video game. Not only that, but with these 9 to 5 jobs, wasting my fucking time being around non like minded people, even though there are people that do think like me. But for some reason, God or spirit, they don't want to put me around people that are like minded like me. And these jobs that piss me off and waste my time and shit like that. But I need to work for these jobs in order for me to survive and shit like that. So it's just I'm just reflecting on my life, and life is just weird. But that's all I'm gonna say. And oh, also I forgot to say, YouTube is so corrupt. YouTube is so restricted because how is that like I'm able to attract so many subscribers, viewers, likes, and comments, but on the next on the next video on the next following day, I put in more effort into it. But yeah, I'm not getting as much subscriptions, viewers, likes, and comments. You know what I'm saying? So without a doubt, and not just with me, but with other people. So you got YouTube is shadow banning Chauncey One, Moody Mercury Baby, and other YouTubers who speak a lot of spiritual information. So it gets annoying knowing that like people are working their asses off just to spread the information, but it's not getting through because of YouTube's algorithms and corruption restricting people from spreading useful information. You know what I'm saying? So um yeah, that's all I gotta say. I don't feel like making this live any longer, but that's all I gotta say, and have a good one. Peace.